This is the Oneplus Nord 2 5G, probably the most hyped mid-range smartphone for this year. And this is the EU version, the 256 gig. The Oneplus Nord costs between 400 and 500 euros in the European Union. So let's have a look what's inside here. This OnePlus Nord is a little bit controversial because it's the first OnePlus Nord after the Oppo OnePlus fusion. So this has the ColorOS based Oxygen OS from OnePlus. So it's just a skin on top of ColorOS, but they do promise two major Android updates. So that's Android 12 and Android 13 for this phone. So let's have a look what's inside. Got a bit of an iPhone style box, but doesn't seem to want to come apart very easily. I'll get the other side as well. I think the boxes are color coded according to which OnePlus Nord you get. This is the Blue Haze version, so it's got a blue box. There's also a grey version for the EU, and there's a green version which you can only get in India. So right here you have the phone itself. So yeah, just packed in this kind of plastic bag. The phone, it looks, so as you can see, it looks kind of like plastic, but this is supposed to be a glass back. So yeah, and you've got a glass front, and on the sides, although it does look like metal, this is all plastic. So yeah, not super high quality, but at least one benefit of having the plastic is if you do drop it, it's less likely to shatter than say an aluminium phone, because the plastic should help to soften the impact a little bit. So that's the phone itself. And then inside the box you have the usual paperwork right here, and I know it's actually a case, so the phone does come with a case. It's a sort of, I'm guessing it's a TPU case, and you have your paperwork and stuff in here as well. So in this little paper thing here. So it looks like it's a sort of TPU case. It's got a bit of texture inside the case itself, so I'm not really sure. It looks good, but not really sure what that's supposed to do. This is a little bit cheap, but I haven't seen many cases on the market for this phone that look much better. The only ones come from OnePlus, so yeah, it's probably not the worst idea to hold on to this until you can find a better case. At least all the cutouts seem to be quite well done, so there's no kind of huge cutouts that don't fit the phone, so it's not too bad. Then inside here you have the 65 watt charger, which is absolutely huge. Look at that. I'm not really sure if I like this so much. I mean, 65 watt charging is pretty cool, but this charger is absolutely giant. So I kind of wish they'd just gone with something like a 25 or 30 watt charger, and yeah, gone with a smaller charger with, you know, still decent power. But this is just, I mean, this is as big as a laptop brick, so definitely not sure what to make of it. It's still a USB-A, which is a weird choice for 65 watt charging. So yeah, and annoyingly for all the MacBook users, the cable you get in the box is a USB-A to USB-C, so not sure what to make of that. I mean, most chargers are still USB-A, and most laptops are still USB-A, but one thing to keep in mind with this phone, which is really annoying, well, two things for a budget phone. So the first thing is that we don't have headphone jack anywhere on the phone. So yeah, no headphone jack, that's gone this time. And we also don't have a SD card slot. So here you have your dual nano SIM. Well, dual SIM is, dual SIM is definitely something cool, but we don't have an SD card slot. So it's just a dual nano SIM. So you've got to buy, quite a high spec phone if you want to store a lot of data on here. Also, it's got a MediaTek chip. So for the money, you might have expected a Snapdragon chip. For me personally, I don't care. I think the performance of the chip is really good. It's got 5G, it's got decent battery life, doesn't get too hot. But I think for the money you can find phones with Snapdragon chips comparable to this. If you think that you're not getting your money's worth because it's a MediaTek chip, then of course that's something to keep in mind. But for me personally, it's not a big deal. So that's it. I will give an update on my channel about a review on this phone and how it holds up after a week or two. And I'm just going to get it all set up and we'll see.